How's it going? Jujubear here. Welcome back to the channel. Now today I've got a pretty nice battle lined up for you. We got some pretty amazing players surrounding me here. Now to my right, I've got the one and only Conceivable from AVA Clan. And we are teamed up playing as the Parthians. And we are teaming up against the Baktrians. And the Baktrians are going to be made up of GRANITOR, who runs the AVA Clan. And of course we got BOBI over here. He's going to be his teammate. Let's just go through the builds really quickly. I'm just going to put it into slow motion very quick. So my flanks are okay. I feel like my flanks are just a holding force. I got 2 mercenary hoplites. I got 2 noble blood cav. And I've also got 2 Persian light archers. In the center, I think I've got just 2 eastern slingers, yep. And I've also got Parthian swordsmen, so 4 Parthian swordsmen. And 3 eastern cataphracts. Hang on, do I have 4? No. Just 3 eastern cataphracts and a noble horse archer. So what I really like, I like 1-2 punching. Where you send a unit in, knock them over, and then back them up with your swords. So that's pretty much what I'm going to be trying to do to my opponent here. We've got Conceivable over here with Eastern Slingers, 4 of them up the front. He's also got Parthian Swordsmen as well. 1, 2, 3, 4 of them with the Hillman up the front as well. Looks like that's probably going to be some kind of meat shield. Over on this flank he's got Parthian Horse Archers and Median Cav. On this flank he's got an extra Median Cav. He's got Mercenary Hoplites out in the flanks and Eastern Cataphracts in the center along with a Noble Horse Archer. So pretty good builds. I was pretty happy with this one. I think Conceivable was pretty happy with this build as well. Probably gonna use them for the tournament, to be honest. So we got 3 Spears out in the flank for GRANITOR here, and he's got a Eastern Slinger backing them up. He's got 3 Baktrian Noble Horse out in this flank, because why wouldn't you? Baktrian Hillmen, Eastern Slingers. How many have we got? 3 Eastern Slingers. A line of Thorax Swordsmen, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 2 Threa Spears out in this flank as well. Up the back, he's got a Baktrian Noble Horse and a Baktrian Raw Cav. Now, BOBI has formed up very wide. He's got 4 of these Thorax Swordsmen, Threa Spears, Eastern Slingers, and a Baktrian Noble Horse on his flanks. Same thing happening over here. And in the center, he's got 2 mercenaries, or 1 mercenary Syrian Archer, an Eastern Slinger, and Baktrian Noble Horse with a Baktrian Raw Cav. So pretty similar builds from both players of each army here. Now let's get into the fight. So what I was hoping to do was do a bit of a 1-2 punch, a gang up thing on GRANITOR. Just kind of send a couple of units his way and kind of pull away from engagements with BOBI. I'm not confident that I could win the flanks with this kind of setup. I mean, if I commit a lot of units out onto the flank, then I probably could. But I'm basically going to engage this kind of area and then avoid this area. So BOBI's going to kind of reach around my flanks and form up a new line. I think he's probably forming up like this kind of thing. So it's a little bit of a cat and mouse game over there. So Baktrian Noble Horse coming in here, charging into Parthian Swordsman over here. Lots of action happening already. Parthian Horse Archers firing into this engagement. There's a Median Cav holding up a Baktrian Hillman and a Baktrian Noble Horse. Not going to do too well there. These Median Cav are going to be charging, almost trying to get through the Threa Spears. We've got engagements in the center with these Baktrian or Parthian Swordsmen against these Thorax Swordsmen. Looks like GRANITOR is going to try and thread the gap here with his Royal Cav General. And we've got these Noble Horse Archers and a Eastern Cataphract that are going to return. But it looks like he thinks better of it. He's going to pull out. GRANITOR's Eastern Slingers are getting shredded by the Eastern Slingers of Conceivable. And it looks like we're about to get an engagement over here on my end as well. Threa Spears, just baiting a jav toss out of my Parthian Swordsman. That's okay. He's probably going to try and pull back with one of his units there. So that gives me an opportunity to kind of pull back and then attack in this kind of section. So I get a nice charge against his Threa Spears here, and I do engage with his Threa Spears with my Parthian Swordsman over there. So there's 2 engagements already that I can rely on winning. I'm going to bring my Eastern Cataphracts through here and charge into his Threa Spears, and I'm going to follow that up with these Parthian Swordsmen. I'm going to knock down a lot of units there. No pulling through here. I'm going to pull my units out the same way they went in. Got Eastern Cataphracts just pulling away, making sure I don't take too much fire in the rear from his mercenary Syrians. Going to reinforce with my Parthian swordsman. Over here, I'm going to send my mercenary Syrians into his general's unit, but he does take his Baktrian Raw Cav out of that engagement fairly quickly. I get an awkward charge into his Thorax swordsman. I'm going to pull out with my noble Blood Cav. He does get a nice charge onto my mercenary Hoplites over here. His Threa spears are starting to crack over in the center over there, so I'm able to push through. He has put one of them into square formation, which is going to take a very long time to get through those units. Over on this flank, he's going to pull out his Baktrian Noble Horse. I'm going to chase him off with my Noble Blood Cav and my mercenary Hoplites. He's going to get very nice shots in here with his Threa spears and mercenary Syrians. I'm going to pull back my Noble Blood, not before they take a very nice precursor jab from these Thorax swordsmen. So Bobby's probably... his micro's a bit better than I am at the moment. Actually, it's a lot better than I am, actually. But this kind of thing where I pull back my units, I was able to pull back my Persian Light Archers to safety and surround and destroy this Baktrian Noble Horse. I managed to thread a gap with my my Noble Horse Archer, and I'm going to get into his Eastern Slingers, though he is firing into my unit with his own mercenary Syrians, so not very good for me there. He's going to bring his Baktrian Raw Cav and get a nice charge into my Eastern Cataphracts there. But I'm probably going to come back in here and start to threaten. It looks like Conceivables finished off this flank. Didn't really see what happened just because there was so much action happening on both ends. And he's starting to finish off a couple of different units in the center here. I'm just holding off on this flank, making sure I'm not taking too much damage from his archers. Going to hopefully pull out a couple of my cav units here. Going to get around the flanks with my Eastern Cataphract. Get some charges. I think I was... yeah, okay, so I'm firing on his archers at this point with my own archers. Just kind of matching one for one. He's going to get a nice charge in here with his Baktrian Noble Horse and Threa Spears. So I'm going to come around the flanks and get a nice rear charge if I can. Good charge in here with my Eastern Cataphracts into his Thorax Swordsman. Though I am running out of infantry at this point. So my Thorax Swordsman and my Mercenary Hoplites are starting to fail me. And I'm taking a lot of fire from his skirmishers, the ones that he does have left. So what I'm going to be doing is just cycle charging my opponent. It's pretty heavy on the micro, and I don't really like playing like this, but I have no other option. I don't want to get surrounded with my different units. So over here was something very interesting happened, actually. I was pretty surprised. Bobby pointed it out, and I was surprised as well. But my my Noble Horse Archer is actually going to beat his Baktrian Royal Cavalry in extended melee. So melee attack 49, weapon damage 27. I guess I've got better weapon damage. Melee defense is probably going to be better. Yeah, a little bit better on mine. Armor's way better on my unit. And I guess the morale's better on his unit. But very interesting to see in extended melee, I actually won out this engagement. So kind of surprising for me and for Bobby there, but definitely worked in my favor, which was nice. We're surrounding and destroying another Baktrian Noble Horse, but he is piling in the fire here. His Mercenary Syrians only got 18 kills so far on that one, and 11 on this one, but it seems like he's just been firing forever into my Eastern Cataphracts. His Threa Spears is where it's at, getting a lot of kills on my units. You can see just taking an incredible number of losses. These units are just so annoying to have to fight up against, because they do this kind of thing. Like, these slingers are going to be firing into me and slowing my unit down. I really shouldn't be chasing off skirmishes with Eastern Cataphracts, but I've got no other option at this point. I've got a couple of my Parthian swordsmen coming back from an engagement over here, and Conceivable is going to help me out. We are matching his units and taking a lot of shots in here with my Eastern Slingers and Persian Light Archers. I was actually surprised that I managed to keep my my units, my skirmishers alive until now. So I've managed to catch a couple more skirmishes with my Horse Archers, and I'm going to finish them off. A lot of kills on his Noble Horse Archers there. We were ragging on Noble Horse Archers throughout the whole match the other night, and it turns out they're actually pretty good. In extended melee especially, like 305 kills, killing off a lot of very expensive units there. So very impressed by that unit. I didn't expect them to do so well. Eastern Cataphracts, by Conceivable coming here and charging into these Thorax Swordsmen. Definitely needed that support. And it looks like it's all GG here. Costly victory. Or Pyrrhic, here we go. So, let's see the kills here. 309 on the Noble Horse Archer. Did not expect that at all. Eastern Cataphracts not really getting a whole ton of kills But I guess I just picked the right engagements, and I was holding up with these swordsmen. My slingers and archers actually getting a lot of kills on some pretty expensive and crucial units. Bobby's noble horse got into some pretty threatening positions. He used his Eastern slingers and Syrian archers fairly well, I thought, targeting some very expensive units. His thorax swordsman didn't really hold up too well, but his Thorea spears I feel like were his most valuable unit in the match. They were just annoying, a bit of a pain in the ass. Took out a lot of my Eastern cataphracts there, getting SP chevrons all over the board. Granitor's build was actually really nice. I like this build. Looks like his thorax swordsman did pretty well. Eastern slingers not too well. But yeah, Conceivable doing a really great job with his Eastern cataphracts. Double XP chevrons on both of them. I didn't actually see what they were doing for most of the match, but they must be doing something good, because that's a lot of kills and a lot of XP to kind of get in such a short match. Parthian horse archers also doing very well. Median cav, I guess, just being used as a holding tool. And the Eastern slingers getting probably not as much kills as you would expect, but XP chevrons here must be killing something pretty expensive. Good build here. I think we had pretty nice builds. I'm pretty happy with the way these guys are turning out. But anyway, thanks for watching the game. Thanks, boys, for the game. Very nice playing with you. Always a pleasure. And we'll see you guys later on the channel. This is Jujubear signing out. Peace.